I hope they are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Now here's Paul. Clock at 6. Pass to Okogie. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And he gets the bucket. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
That one drops for him.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Right wing. Here's Okogie. Durant kicks to Paul. And that one goes long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch out now. It would be a real weapon for him.
Paul passes to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Here's Booker. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Towns.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, out with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Here is Paul. Michael Conley making his last shot. Durant wide open, he fires. Offline with his 3. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Towns dishes to Prince. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. No good from Booker. Prince outside. Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside, KD. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And here is Conley following the 3 from Chris Paul. Gobert finds Edwards. Gobert against Ayton. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
He had a nice open look right there. Booker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns. Gobert with the screen on Paul. Conley the pass to Gobert. Paul with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Booker kicks to Paul. Passes it to Okogie. Back to Paul. Shoots it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Paul's got 8 points.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And so it's Phoenix headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the three spot. For three, Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Booker dishes to Paul. Launches it. And Booker is good for three. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
For three, Edwards. Oh, good on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Ayton kicks to Paul. Ayton dishes to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Booker from the arc. No good. Shot missing. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year type, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Okogie. To the middle. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
Ball against Conley. Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Ball against Conley. Out to KD. Puts up a 3. Okogie, the pass to KD. Ball outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's Durant missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. Now the pass to Gobert. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Stolen by Conley. Pass to Edwards. He kicks it to Gobert. Back to Edwards. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Suns leading by 3. Booker the pass to Durant. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Booker. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Okogie the pass to Booker. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Ball finds Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley surveying the D. Prince outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come. Paul's ball handling skills are insane, off the charts, amazing at snaking through and making the defense look bad.
And the dunk by Towns.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Outside Edwards. Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that it could.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Reed. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in a 2-guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. The Timberwolves have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And here's Payne. The kick out to Warren. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Warren's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
At the arc, Warren gets in the zone, able to shoot with total concentration and lay it right in.
Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. That's a 2 from Lee. Craig finds Lee for the 3. The rebound by Anderson. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Alexander Walker passes to Noel. Yes, that goes in. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Lee outside. Back to Payne. Outside Warren. Just 4 to shoot. And rejection by McDaniel. Anderson against Crow. Here's Noel. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Suns trail by 6. Passes to Landale. Stolen by Anderson. And here's the fast break. Here's Alexander Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Anderson outside. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Right side, Lee. Payne kicks to Lee. And Craig has it in the corner. Here's Payne driving the lane, and the layup's good off the glass.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Noel. Payne covering. Reed. Pass to Noel. From downtown. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Suns trail by 4. Payne in the post. And a wide open look for Lee. Good on the 3-point shot. Lee's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Payne. For the lead, there's the pass to Landale. Lee outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Warren. Clock is at 3. And it's Payne in the corner. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Minnesota in the lead. Takes it inside. McDaniels. Here's Noel. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Inside, and Towns throws it down.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Paul dishes to Durant. And he drives in. Pass to Okogie. Back to Ayton. Here's Okogie. Ayton up top. For the tie. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Prince. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Outside Durant. Out to the right wing for three. Okogie drops in the tray. Okogie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Towns for three. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into...
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Paul, high post, KD. Releases. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside Edwards. Looking to end his cold spell. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Outside Conley. Outside Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is, and very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Phoenix, no good that time either. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. And there's the drive. Count it.
Paul, so good with the ball. Carves his way inside with such ease and precision. That's what's so marvelous about it.
Paul against Conley. The dish to Edwards. And they recover it. Here's Conley. Basket counts. Conley's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Outside for Durant. Knocks down the 3-ball.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Outside, Towns. Gobert with a screen for Towns. He takes it in.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
KD on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Tries again. Okogie misses.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Over to the wing. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, Prince. Up again. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 9. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Booker outside. Pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Booker. This one for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards passes to Prince. No good with the triple. Phoenix has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And the dunk by Booker.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Stolen by Michael Conley. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Paul finds Booker. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the left side wing. Paul with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Conley with it. And so Minnesota takes the win. It was up for... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
game. Some final preparations here. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And here's Conley. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Leonard for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Oh, got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Back to Towns. Great D that time from Zubac.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
And the second free throw is good.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls for him.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Westbrook with it. That shot, no good. Good D by Gobert. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Prince. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. And the basket by Gobert. Gobert's got 6.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
It's George with the drive. And the jam by George.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Westbrook against Conley. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here he goes. Pass to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Towns. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Edwards. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. .124 left in the first quarter. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Leonard. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Left side, Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. It's George on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley passes to Towns. Good. Towns has got 5 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who...
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Mike Conley out there with Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Clock at 2. Here's Zubac. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. George passes to Covington. Zubac with it. Towns covering. Westbrook against Conley. Leonard on the wing. Takes a 3. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And Towns slams it home.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
George passes to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Back to Leonard. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Here's George, and the jam by George.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Westbrook against Conley. Pass to Towns. And he drives in. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Now Westbrook. George outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
For three, Covington. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
Pass to Edwards. Into the lane.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And both free throws good for Edwards. A minute 29 left in the second. George against Edwards. Fires from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in L.A., they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Zubac's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Prince. The three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. Zubac passes to George. To the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fast break, Minnesota. And they go to the intentional foul. And the first one at the line is good. And so Towns nails them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
George passes to Leonard. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Mason Plumlee, Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon, and it's Highland in at the point guard position. Back to Anderson. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Anderson's got his first 2 points. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And it's stolen by Plumlee. In transition, here come the Clippers. Morris passes to Plumlee. Out to Gordon. Morris outside. Here's Powell. Can't get it to drop. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Outside, Anderson. Back to Noel. Down low. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Anderson finishing through contact. I like to see him make the mid-air adjustment to get that ball off.
Here's Gordon. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's Highland. To the paint. Morris passes to Plumlee. It's stolen. Out on his own on the break. Alexander Walker with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Conley against Westbrook. Covington passes to Westbrook. Back to Covington. Now here's Zubac. Leonard outside. 4 on the clock. A shot to stop the drought. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Outside Conley. And it's Towns with the power finish.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
George against Edwards. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. Out to Leonard. Over Towns. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Quick rise and quick fire from the mid-range. This is automatic stuff from Kawhi Leonard.
Edwards a screen on Westbrook. Outside Edwards. That one's wide left.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Westbrook finds Zubac. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Zubac has got 6 points.
I respect Russell Westbrook's passing ability, something that he's worked hard to become better at.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Outside Conley. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. George for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Second team foul.
And that one falls for Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Prince. Conley with the ball, guarded by Covington. Towns goes in. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Outside Conley. Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Conley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington.
The defense tries to stop Conley with the foul, but he shows great poise and manages to get it off.
Good on the second one. And so here are the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Knocks down the 18-footer. Leonard's got 11 points.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
The third quarter comes to a close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Edwards out there with Mike Conley. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He really got into them, saying, quote, "You guys aren't playing hard enough. Forget the X's and O's. We need to play with passion. Let's just see that for the last part of this game. Guys."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so and Coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But was
Previous play is under review.
the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he can't get the first one.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
Minnesota with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Edwards. Oh, Covington with a block.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
Westbrook, the pass to George. With the drive and the jam by George.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Westbrook against Conley. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The floor general Conley, dependable at finding his guys in screen and roll sets.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Pass to Covington. Kicks it to George. Just 5 on the clock. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Prince. That one a little long. The Clippers trail. Outside Conley. Knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Leonard for three, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
He has the touch to do some damage from three-point distance.
And Minnesota calls time here. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Prince. Outside Conley. Inside. Gobert passes to Conley. 5 on the clock. Back to Gobert. Got a hand on it. George against Towns. Here's Zubac. Back to George. Out to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the jam by George.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Here's Edwards going inside, and the foul is. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 2.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy.
The previous play is under review.
This does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
George outside. Uses the glass on the layup.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Gobert, no good. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run. And the jam by Covington.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big-time shot.
Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. 1:07 left in the fourth. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. Out to Leonard. And there's the lob. Yes!
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Inside Conley. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Nice move. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Zubac. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard. Westbrook outside. Driving in. Yeah!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
That'll count if it goes. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's a narrow... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry.
To the best kid in the hall. interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the guard position. Leonard with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we've come to expect that from Westbrook. Hard charging, putting defenders in a situation where they just have to foul. And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Now here's Durant. Here's Okogie. And here is Durant. Okogie, the pass to KD. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Suns now. Out to KD. Off target from three-point range. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Robert Covington. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Booker.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
George looking over the floor. He feeds it to Covington. Kicks it out to Leonard. And he lays it straight in.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Booker. No defense, and he shoots. He gets that one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. He said he knows it's a test. This is one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. He told me we can't shut them down. That's unrealistic. But if we stick to our principles, if we communicate with each other and take away the easy things, we'll give ourselves a good chance. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, I think they might want to play at a slower pace and try and avoid a track meet.
Now, here's Covington. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Covington inside the line, and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now, here's George. After the miss from KD. Outside for George. That one doesn't drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. Paul dishes to Booker. Durant in the corner. KD on the wing. Ayton trying to break free. The shot by KD. No good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard driving inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton.
And doing a nice job using the bounce to force the issue. Kawhi earning that trip to the line.
And so he makes both from the line. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir. Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Outside, George. That That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
To the middle. And the dunk by Booker.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And the shot goes in.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Suns trail by 7. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Paul looking around. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Booker, no good. Outside Leonard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now, Booker, Paul George missing from long range. Paul passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Outside, George. Covington against Booker. Zubac kicks to Leonard, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day, so tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard some of the best scorers in NBA history, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, but there is nobody like Kevin Durant. His height, his skill set. KD is probably the most unguardable player we've ever seen.
All Hall of Famers. Wow.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Westbrook against Paul. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it out to Paul. Outside Durant. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Durant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Leonard, that's for 2. They get the rebound. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Booker outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The Clippers grab the miss. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Back to Durant. Covington with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
George against Booker. Sweet move. Passes it to Ayton. Back to Booker. Paul George with the steal. And the Clippers call time here. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Shoots the three. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Paul outside. Paul George with the steal. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
A perennial all-defensive pick. George's quick hands create a lot of transition opportunities.
And the Suns call time. A minute 42 left now here in the second. Paul against Westbrook. On the wing, Booker. He has 7. Here's KD. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George with the ball. He's picked up by KD. George passes to Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. Covington's got 5 now.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's Booker. And just miss after miss right now.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And George kicks to Covington. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Durant wide open. He fires. The offensive rebound. Booker dishes to Paul. The pass to Durant. Kicks it out to Paul. Covington with the steal. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back.
The Clippers, 29.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Plumlee. Morris is out there with Powell. Then there's Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point. Now here's Gordon. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
And sporting those broad shoulders, Morris setting that solid pick, then rolling hard for the quick catch and finish. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And Plumlee kicks to Gordon. It's Powell on the wing. Out to Morris. There's Gordon with the 3. No good on the shot. Suns trail by 15. That's a 2 from Lee. And his first shot of the game, no good. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Pass to Warren. Craig with it. Pass to Landale. Back to Craig. Here's Landale. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Here's Highland. No points in the game yet for him. Gordon with it. Kicks to Powell. Clock at 4. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Now here's Payne. Passes it to Craig. Out to Lee. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's deflected. And now the Clippers on the break. Gordon's running. Warren the pass to Payne. Off target on the outside leaner.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
Out to Morris. Beyond the arc. Landale grabs the miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Warren. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Now, here is George. He's got 11. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Solid play there from PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And the Suns call time. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Leonard, following the basket by Chris Paul. Outside Covington. From downtown, rebound by Okogie. Suns trail by 15. Paul kicks to KD. Looking to get back on track here. Booker with no one around gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 10 points.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Covington with it. Chris Paul covering. Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. There's the drive. Count that bucket.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Outside, George. Six to shoot. Oh, Leonard in position. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Westbrook with the steal. He gets it up. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Defensively, they... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Clippers leading by 7. Now, here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
And he sinks the second. El Phoenix shooting at 46%, making some buckets. All against Westbrook. Booker with a deep 3. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Paul kicks to Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Ball against Westbrook. George sets a screen for Westbrook. Outside for George. Here's Zubac. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Clippers lead by 8.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Kicks it out to Booker. Driving to the basket. The pass to Ayton. 5 to shoot. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thank you, David. Covington, a screen on Durant. Here's Leonard. It's good from about 19 feet.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Durant against Leonard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Pass to Okogie. Covington with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Durant. Outside Covington. Westbrook up top.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Just 5 on the clock. Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Got a piece of it. Tries to keep it alive. Passes to Covington. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Los Angeles? Paul for 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Covington setting the pick for George. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
The three. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Booker with a deep three. Connects from three-point range. Booker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now George. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Leonard. Lets the three fly. No good that time. So the Clippers with the win. They came in here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Mike Conley out there with Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Paul passes to Booker. And here's Ayton. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Edwards can't hit. Here's Okogie. Outside Booker. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball. So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant, a selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, with Kevin Durant's size and his reach and his release point, if he's in the paint, you can bet he's going to score it.
Gobert gets the bucket. Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
B.A., to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft. Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Paul against Conley. The kick to Durant.
Come on.
From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Paul. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards outside. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Phoenix calls timeout. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Driving to the basket. Pass to Okogie to stop the run. Outside for Booker. Now Paul. Second shot opportunity. Booker with it. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, Devin Booker, one of the elite scorers in the NBA. The sweet spot, the corner 3 by D. Book.
Conley passes to Towns. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Prince. Takes the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
The kick to Durant. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Back to Edwards. To the inside. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Now, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Paul passes to Booker. Here's Okogie. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Conley. Inside. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Conley. Edwards has got 7 points.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And stolen by Booker. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. Up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. The kick to Durant. Back to Booker. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Booker, good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign. But he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Durant on the attack. Pass to Okogie. The kick out to Paul. Back to Okogie. On the wing, Durant. Paul with it. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Now Towns. Conley passes to Towns, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Phoenix calls timeout.
One shot. Suns timeout. Who's ready for t-shirt time? Get on your feet and get loud, fans. That was your Suns Dancers dance team, everyone. Get loud for them once again.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Here's Prince. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Suns trailing. And the ball outplayed. The Timberwolves will have it. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every time.
Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation?
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. Here's Paul, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Durant. On the take. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, let's remember, Kevin Durant is superb at scoring at the rim. He's so long, it doesn't matter if you push him, shove him, he stays focused.
And Edwards, here we go. No luck on that one.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And stolen by Edwards. To the right side. Back to Prince, who poked away. And Durant with the block.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. The drive by Paul. The kick to Durant. Driving inside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Okogie, the kick to Durant. Booker for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Give him 8. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Paul. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Down low. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Back to Paul. Stolen by Conley. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Conley against Paul. Durant for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Your Suns, 23. The Timberwolves, 32.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Jaden McDaniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Reed in at the center spot.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
You can see that T.J. Warren has no problem playing through contact or around multiple bodies. How about the power?
Lee, he's checked in for Ross. Reed, a screen on Payne. Reed, great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Lee. Shoots. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Anderson inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Reed. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Phoenix calls timeout. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
And both free throws good for Durant.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Now here's Conley. The three is up. The Suns clear it. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Ayton. Takes it inside. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. To the paint. Here's Okogie. Booker finds Durant. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Kevin Durant has become masterful at drawing the contact. That is beautifully done. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Prince. Beyond the arc. And they recover it. Gobert. Good work there as it goes. Gobert's got 8.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Paul passes to Booker. Fires for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
2 minutes remaining on the third.
Back to Edwards. Here he goes. Offensive board. Second chance shot. Outside Conley. Towns a screen on Paul. Conley passes to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 9 points in the game. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. Man, he's on fire, playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Conley against Paul. The shot by Conley, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Pass to Ayton. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. There's the 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Conley finds Edwards. And stolen by Paul. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Minnesota with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Paul against Conley. On the wing, Durant. From the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible.
Oh!
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Towns passes to Conley. Now Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Into the lane. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Back to Paul. Inside. And an intentional foul right there.
4th personal foul. First team foul.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Booker for 3. The 3 ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant. Oh, the bucket's good. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
First personal foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA the previous play is under the policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Allie, thank you.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Phoenix calls timeout. And here are the Suns now. 6-point game. Outside Booker from behind the arc. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
The kick to Durant. This one for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 17 now, just in the second half. Outside Conley. Here's Towns. Kevin Durant with a rebound. The Suns have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. Down low. Ball passes to Booker. Over Edwards. Booker can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Outside Edwards. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. Minute 32 left in the 4th. Here's Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge to make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls, smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Ball against Conley. Durant for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Booker against Edwards. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Paul. To take the lead. And knocks down the 3.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Gobert. Back to Towns. Money.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Booker with a screen on Conley. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. He takes it in. He connects.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
Outside Conley. Now here's Gobert.
Yes! Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker, and stolen by Edwards. And Minnesota calls time here. The score's tied at 63. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns on a screen from the inbound. Oh, no good. We're headed for overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Now Paul, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Okogie on the wing. Right side Booker. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Paul. The shot comes out. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Pass to Towns. Gobert on the high post. Here's Edwards, and he drives in. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And Gobert with the stuff.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Here's Okogie. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Four quarters, not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime now. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
The Suns trailing. Ball with it. Pass to Booker. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
Towns finds Gobert. Here's Edwards on the take. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. For Phoenix, they've gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Suns lead by 2.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid of the big moment. Nice delivery.
Conley passes to Towns. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, you love the aggression defensively, but at this stage of the game, that's a huge mistake.
Ball against Conley. Count it!
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Pass to Edwards. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. And Phoenix has possession. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Here's Paul. Okogie on the wing. 6 to shoot. Paul passes to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was touch and go there for a while, but it over. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
And welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball. Here we go. So the Clippers win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Conley out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Covington with the bucket.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Leonard finds George. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Stolen by Westbrook. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. Prince, the pass to Edwards. From the arc. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now here's Edwards. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
George. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Edwards, a screen on Westbrook. Conley dishes to Edwards. Towns, the pass to Edwards. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Westbrook finds Zubac. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Westbrook.
One of the most impactful defenders in the game, Gobert's long arms put fear in the hearts of shooters.
For three, Edwards. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Now here's Edwards. Passes it to Conley. Outside, Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Towns has got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
George looking around.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And here's Conley outside. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Count that one. He has 7.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
George against Edwards. Covington kicks to George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Outside Westbrook. To the inside. Stolen by Michael Conley. And oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back. Here's Towns. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And George kicks to Zubac. Into the lane. The kick out to Westbrook. Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Prince outside. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He finishes with 9. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Edwards is out there with Conley, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have 2 guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Out to Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Noel, he's checked in for Mike Conley. So it's Minnesota now. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced. He's an elite defensive talent in the game. The arms of Rudy Gobert just go on forever.
Edwards against Leonard. Outside for George. Gobert with the block. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Plumlee with the steal. Takes it out to Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Clippers?
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And here's the break. Covington wide open. He fires. And the Clippers miss again. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Noel passes to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Clippers in the lead. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. George with the bucket.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Gobert with a screen on George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 7.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Plumlee sets the pick for George. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Good on the shot. And the Clippers lead by 4.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Noel. Prince up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Leonard kicks to Plumlee. Back to Leonard. Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubats. It's stolen by Edwards. Towns for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
George against Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards. The Clippers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Good on the second free throw.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Leonard. Outside Covington. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. And too long on the shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. "12 seconds left to play in the first half. Launches a 3. That shot off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. All right, David, thank you. We'll be...
28. The Timberwolves. 29.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Norman Powell was out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Morris. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot. And the Clippers call time here. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Clippers trail by 3. And here's George. He kicks to Leonard. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Zubats. In the corner, it's Plumlee. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got his second bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Noel, no good. The shot by George, wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 23 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
The pass to Noel. Towns for 3. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
George up top. Edwards defending. Covington passes to Zubats. It's stolen by Gobert. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They lead by 1. Here's Noel. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
Watch him.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Edwards kicks to Gobert. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Edwards against George. Over Edwards. Here's Plumlee. Kicks it out to Covington. Now George. 23 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Good on the bucket. And that's now 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
You wonder why Leonard hits for such a high percentage. Shots like that little floater right there.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Another shot to the right side. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. Edwards got 10.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And the Clippers call time here. Clippers trail by 4. Outside Leonard. Outside Covington. Outside Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Nice move. And Towns throws it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
George against Edwards. And George kicks to Zubac. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Prince the pass to Towns. That one falls. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
1:03 left in the third. George finds Plumlee down low. Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 9 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Here's George, and he comes up with the deuce. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George with the ball. Leonard the pass to George. And stolen by Prince. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then there's Edwards. And it's Noel in at the point. Prince the pass to Towns. Edwards against Plumlee. Here's Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
Carl Anthony Towns at the line for 2.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is
in real time.
review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thank you, David. And he makes the first. Los Angeles making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Here's Westbrook, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they'll get another chance. Covington finds Leonard. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Zubac. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Conley the pass to Towns. Back to Prince. Pass to Gobert. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Offside Covington. Conley against Leonard. Here's Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Now here is Conley. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Minnesota leading by 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Outside for George. Here's the 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Edwards drives in.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside, Towns. With the shot. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Westbrook passes to Covington. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Conley finds Edwards. Prince with a screen on George. Prince against George. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bucket is good. Conley's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
Westbrook against Conley. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. He can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Gobert. Misses the layup. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook with it. Now defended by Gobert. Outside Covington. Outside Westbrook.
First personal foul. Second team.
50 seconds left in the fourth. Leonard the pass to Zubats. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Out to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns for 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. He fought all night, just wasn't meant to be. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Conley kicks to Prince. Outside, Towns. Back to Prince. And so the Timberwolves take the win. And in the win, all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Steve Smith.
valuable.
Yeah, that's a great perspective, Allie. Thank you. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
It's George with the drive. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Durant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
We've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Count it.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Ball against Westbrook. Driving to the basket. George, right side. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Paul into the lane. Ayton passes to Paul. Sinks the tray.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Westbrook outside. Pass to George. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And here are the Suns now, leading by 5. It's Booker on the wing. The turnaround Jay. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Such a capable scorer from the mid-range. He just knows how to make that work for him.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Westbrook finds Zubac. Leonard with the ball. From the high post. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Pulls it. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Booker. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Here's Covington. And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
George, a deep 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
The Clippers trail. And there's 1:45 left now in the first quarter. Here we go, one-on-one. Paul with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Durant for three. Phoenix no good that time either. Los Angeles shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. The turnaround jumper. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Yeah, you're not going to hold Russell Westbrook back when he gets to the inside. He fights for that shot.
Outside Durant. Pass to Okogie. It's Booker on the wing. From downtown. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And stolen by Leonard. Paul with a steal. 40 seconds left in the first. Booker against George. The kick out to Paul. From outside the arc. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
He gets called for the over the back. He thought he could slip through the cracks and grab the rebound.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
And so Westbrook nails both of them.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Durant. That free throw good from Booker.
And you got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standing. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
George outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
And he knocks down the first one. George hits them both. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead. They lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
On defense, the Clippers. They trail by 1. Here's Booker. George with a steal.
The pump fakes are risks because you're exposing the ball. You have to be careful because a solid defender will easily steal it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys, BA, are getting a little more creative in practicing that. They will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back. Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Durant way outside. Launches a 3. Pass to Booker. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
And here's Westbrook. Leonard outside. The 3 on target from range. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Yep, that one goes. George has got 11 points.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
So fast and so aggressive. Hard to stop Westbrook when he's tearing down the court like he did there.
Outside Durant. Outside for Booker. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
George against Booker. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And the miss. Not the best shot selection there. Paul with it. Guarded now by George. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
And you can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to. Still dangerous.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Westbrook against Paul. Here's George. And George with the jam.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
To the inside. Paul passes to Booker. Unable to get that one. Westbrook with the defensive effort. Pass to Covington. The Suns clear it. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Paul. Rejected by Westbrook.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
Covington with it. Durant covering. Kicks it to George. And George with the jam. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
The kick to Durant. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's George. He's got 15. There's 39 seconds left in the second period. He can't hit that time. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
The Clippers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Ball against Westbrook. Stolen by Booker. The kick to Durant. Back to Booker. An open look for Durant. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the combination, upbeat and unselfish. Durant is the face of the franchise that most people projected him to be.
Leonard for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Monty Williams. And
all right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George has been sensational.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Norman Powell out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Payne, the pass to Warren. Ooh, good D by Plumlee.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, unafraid of the close interior defense. That's a good job by Norman Powell, sacrificing a bit.
And so Powell nails them both. Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Outside Payne. Craig on the wing. Pass to Landale. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers' shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Gordon right side. Morris passes to Gordon. And the three-pointer goes. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gordon gets the pass there and takes off for the jump shot before the defense could react.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns trailing.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA. Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Gordon outside. It's Powell on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Over Warren. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
And it's Powell off the drive. And Craig pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. There's the drive. Left side Payne. Pass to Shamet. Outside Warren. The Suns need to get off a shot. And the basket by Shamet. Shamet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Timeout called, the Clippers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Highland. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Powell against Warren. Powell, it's good.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. It's Warren on the wing. Pass to Shamet. To the middle. Here's Craig. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Here's Highland. Defended by Craig. Here's Highland. Back to Morris. To the left side wing. And the basket by Highland. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Warren up top. Powell with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Yep, that one goes. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And the basket by Shamet.
Shamet has these kind of games where it looks like he won't miss.
Here's Highland. Gordon outside. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. To the left wing. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the basket by Plumlee.
Though he's not the biggest scoring threat, Plumlee does have the size and athleticism to cause defenders some problems down there.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shamet, defended by Gordon. Outside Craig. Outside Payne. The shot. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That three's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Georgia's shot is off. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. It's Booker on the wing. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Outside Paul. Driving in. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. Booker for 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better. That time from way outside.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Out to Covington. Launches it. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. The pull-up. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. With it being such a tight game, he tried to lighten the mood in the huddle, saying, quote, "It's just a game, guys. Have fun. Stay loose. Let it fly. I believe in you guys. Let's see if that laid-back approach works."
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Down low. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Booker goes in. There's the block. And they're able to recover. And stolen by Covington. Leonard passes to Zubac. Misses from short range. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
And Phoenix has possession. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Booker for 3. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker finds Durant. Back to Booker. Durant inside. Leonard defending. Here's Paul. The kick to Durant. Clock at 4. The 3 is up. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
The Clippers call timeout. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. George outside. Leonard with a screen on Booker. George for 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. To take the lead. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. And George with the jam.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up. Huge shot at this moment in the game.
Westbrook against Paul. Durant, the pass to Paul. Okogie on the wing to tie it up. The offensive rebound. 4-3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. George with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 3. 1:11 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Leonard. Got it. And now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Outside for Booker. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Durant. 5 to shoot. And here's Ayton. Back to Durant. Sent away. George against Booker. They double team George. Leonard for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 8.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Westbrook with it. So the Clippers win it. This one was a fun one to watch. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.